Hello everyone, I'm KL. I'm going to answer the questions for reading comprehension for beginners. Please keep in mind, this is the beginner reading levels. We have 6 readings and 22 questions. I will read and answer the questions. Please have your reading notebook ready and check your answer with mice. Put an X next to any items you got wrong and write the correct answers next to them. Practice number 1. If he wins, he will get some money. If he wins, he will get some money. Question number 1. What happens if he wins? So the question asking about what happens if he wins. So I will write the answer right on the line here. You can write get some money. Okay, it's right that simple. Question number 2. What does he have to do to get money? What does he have to do to get money? The answer is he has to win. He has to win. Question number 3. What will he get if he wins? What will he get if he wins? The answer should be some money. Okay. Question number 4. What happens if he wins? What happens if he wins? I apologize. This question is a repeating of question number 1. So the answer is the same with the answer number 1. This is the repeated of this question. So we can say get some money. Okay. Okay, so I think pretty much we are done with practice number 1. If he wins, he will get some money. Alright, so we move on to the next one. Practice number 2. The brain is inside the skull. The brain is inside the skull. Question number 1. What is inside the skull? The answer will be the brain. Question number 2. Where is the brain? Where is the brain? The answer is inside the skull. Question number 3. What is the brain inside of? What is the brain inside of? The answer is the skull. Right. Question number 4. Is the skull outside the brain? Is the skull outside the brain? The answer is yes. Okay, so that's it. Is for question number 2. Practice number 2. The brain is inside the skull. Alright, so we move on. Practice number 3. Trees. Trees have roots. The roots are under the ground. The roots do 2 things. The roots hold the tree up to keep it from falling over. The roots also carry water from the ground to all parts of the tree. Trees could not live if they did not have roots. Question number 1. What's the first thing the roots do? So we know that the roots do 2 things. And they list out first thing, second thing. So the first thing the roots do is to hold the tree up to keep it from falling over. So I write the answer. To hold the tree up to keep it. Hello, girl. From falling over. So that's the first thing the roots do. What's the other thing the roots do? So we will check up here to follow. The next one is also carry water from the ground to all parts of the tree. So we write to carry. Let me move up so you can see it. To carry water from the ground to all parts of the tree. Okay. Question number 3. What happened to trees if they did not have roots? So pretty much we can see right here, trees could not live if they did not have roots. So we could say they could not live. Alright, so those are the questions for practice number 3. Alright, we move on. Practice number 4. Is it a continual message from trees? Trees do not grow in the winter because the ground is cold. In the spring, trees start to grow. The sun makes the ground warmer in the spring. First, the top of the ground gets warm. Then the deeper parts of the ground get warm. Okay. Question number 1. When don't trees grow? You will see that trees do not grow in the winter. So the answer will be in the winter. Okay. Question number 2. When do trees start to grow? Alright, so we look up here. In the spring, trees start to grow. So we will answer in the spring. This is our answer. Question number 3. Where does the ground get warm first? Where does the ground get warm first? So we will look up here. First, the top of the ground gets warm. So the answer is the top of the ground. The top of the ground gets warm first. Okay, so that's it for practice number 4. So we move on. Practice number 5 about trees. Small trees begin to grow before big trees grow. Small trees grow first because their roots are not very deep in the ground. Their roots are in warmer ground, so their roots warm up before the roots of big trees warm up. Okay. Question number 1. Who can name both things the roots do? Who can name both things the roots do? So a lot of students get confused and don't understand this question. This question is a review knowledge from practice number 3. The question word who, meaning that any of you remember what the answers for 2 things the roots do. In other words, the question can be, what are the 2 things the roots do? So the answer will be number 1. The first thing the root do is hold up the tree, right? Hold the tree up. Okay. And the second thing the roots do for the tree is carry water, right? Carry water from the ground to all parts of the tree. Hopefully you can see it. So those are the answers for question number 1. Okay. Question number 2. In the spring, which trees start growing first? Big ones or small ones? So we will see here, small trees grow first, right? So we say small trees right here. Okay. Question number 3. Why do small trees start growing first in the spring? Okay. Okay, so we go back to the passage here. Small trees grow first because their roots are not very deep in the ground. So that is the answer, right? So we answer why, because. Start with because. Because their roots are not very deep, right? In the ground. Okay, so those questions for practice number 5. So we have the last one. Practice number 6 is a sentence. Animals are frequently awake in the middle of the night. Animals are frequently awake in the middle of the night. So questions 1. And when are animals frequently awake? So they say in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. Okay. Number 2. Are animals always awake? Are animals always awake? So we pay attention to this one, always and frequently. So frequently and always, they are adverb of frequencies. So we would understand this one is 100% if you want to say this adverb. 100% of time you do something. This one is just about 70% of the time, right? So it's not always, right? So we will say no, because it's just 70%. They are awake. Are people awake in the middle of the night? What do you think? This one is not related to this one, but in our life, we could say they may be, right? Maybe some people, they are awake in the middle of the time, of the day, or of the night, I'm sorry. Or you can answer sometimes people are awake in the middle of the night. Or you can answer yes, right? Right. Number 4. What are frequently awake in the middle of the night? What are frequently awake in the middle of the night? So we go back here and check animals, right? So we write animals. Okay. Number 5. How often are animals awake in the middle of the night? How often are animals awake in the middle of the night? So we say animals are frequently. So this is the keyword frequently, right? So the answer is frequently. Okay, so those are the questions for the last practice number 6. Well, that is it, and I hope you understand this week reading comprehension practices. Try to read them again, learn any new words, and be ready for the next week practice. I would like to say bye from now and have a wonderful weekend, everybody. All right, so I'll see you again. Thank you and bye-bye.